Hello, this is Richie, and welcome as usual to the AgostoAllElite podcast. So just join with me. I'm going to discuss the Elite and made a return, Tony Khan's favoritism, CM Punk's toxic downfall that will include a guest, and plenty more. Dynamite Rampage review. You're going to see it right about now. Let's start with Dynamite. Let's start with the recap now. Alright, we had Castanelli Yuta defeating Jericho and Garcia when Castanelli pinned Jericho for the win. This was a pretty hard-hitting matchup between Castanelli, Yuta, and Jericho and Garcia. Yeah. So in backstage, we had Renee Paquette interviewing Danielson. He said he's frustrated that lost to Jericho. Garcia turned on his back, Wheeler talking back to him. He said he's no problem with Garfara except for his stupid face and vlog. He will take all the frustrations on Sammy later on tonight. Yeah. And Yuta shows up, tensions rise between Danielson and Yuta. It gets a little tenser. Then Claudia said today's a good day, and after Danielson takes care of business, he and Wheeler will sit down and handle things like adults. That was the segment with Danielson, Yuta, and Renee Paquette. And basically the whole thing. Okay, we got photos of the Elite. And when the Elite disappeared, followed by AEW logo disappeared in the same fashion, it's telling us that without the Elite, there's no AEW. So basically, without the Elite, there is no AEW. And later on, there will be more moves about CM Punk situation, and I will try to get in discussion with someone to talk to. That'll be nice, interesting. Anyway, one more thing. I will do a talk out with someone about CM Punk. That will be I'll put it on Twitter quickly as soon as I can. That'll be for later on. So anyone interested, let's continue. I'm talking to myself lately. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's get into it. All right, Jericho says he will beat up all former ROH champions. Doesn't matter whether ROH Pure champions or ROH Women's champions. He proposed an open challenge against any former ROH champion next week. That's next Wednesday. You know why? We're gonna have a Davey Richards, Loki, anybody in the picture. It could be any for our ROH champion. Cole Cabana, that'd be good. So yeah. So let's go to it. Alright, well, Swerve and Glory defeated FTR to become number one contenders for the AEW Tag Champions. In the ending of the match, Swerve Strickland low blows Hardwood while the referee is distracted. Keeley follows up with a big bang catastrophe. So that was the match. Under the match, the Guns hold Cash Wheeler ringside. Lee pins the Hardwood for the win. So the post match, we got the Guns attack FTR, but the Acclaim run to the ring, chase them away. So that was the post match segment stuff. Yeah, with the Guns showing themselves to be tough and gritty, basically like that. So backstage, Renee Paquette interviews Saraya. Britt Baker shows up, and as argued, Renee steps in, tells them they're going to talk about this, they'll do it properly. Britt Baker walks away, basically like that. It's basically that segment. Britt Baker and Saraya. Yeah, we're going to get more of that next Wednesday. So we got Renee Paquette interviewing MJF on stage. MJF said word mid comes to mind when he thinks that John Moxley does a hilarious Mox impression. He talks about winning an AEW World Championship clean, and by clean means relatively clean. So MJF also said he promised one night only that he will not use a dynamite ring as a weapon at Full Gear. He says he has a chip on his shoulder. At Full Gear, he's fighting every single sorry scumbag. Whoever told him that he's not good enough, then take the chip and shove it down their throats when he becomes the AEW World Champion. Stokely Halfway tries to show up, says MJF wants Moxley 100% Full Gear, promises not to lay a hand on him, just smacks the microphone out of Stokely's hands and says he wants Moxley at 110%. He threatens to fire Stokely if he finishes. He eventually looks at Moxley, Stokely leaves, and MJF finishes the segment with a catchphrase. Bryan Danielson defeated Guevara. This was basically Guevara-Danielson matchup. It was pretty good. Danielson had his moveset moments, Honestly, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, my teeth still hurt like hell. Like, my teeth are getting, fucked up. I want to get them removed, so. Alright, backstage, we had Ray Phoenix saying he wanted a shot at the AEW All-Atlantic Champion. Then Christian and Lucha came in. Christian made it clear Lucha also wanted a shot at the Atlantic Champion. Cassidy popped up, books a triple threat match for next week. So for next Wednesday, we got a triple threat All-Atlantic Championship. Jamie Hayter defeated Rio. This was a good women's match. Rio and Hayter duke it out. Rio being a young, hot Japanese girl, Hayter with thick ass, fighting it out. Who's gonna be the top bitch? Yeah. So yeah, the post match, Tony Storm appears next starter stage, stares at Hayter, so we probably get Hayter versus Storm for the AEW Women's World Title at Full Gear. I predict that. So we go backstage, Marquette interviewing King Kingston. Eddie says great and wonderful, having a blast while faking a smile. They say he's going hard for Moxley while Sex Panther. Yeah, he expects Moxley to win tonight. And it goes further, the story of Eddie Kingston can't control his anger. It might go up when he gets suspended. I see what's going to happen. Build to that. So now, Jon Moxley defeated Penta to retain the AEW World Championship after hitting Paragon Shift, followed by Death Rider. During the post-match, the Firm brutally attacks Moxley. Security rushes to the ring. Firm overpowers them. This was crazy. And then backstage, Marvez reported that the Blackpool Combat Club had been locked in a dressing room with a chain and cannot help Moxley. MJF shows up with a conflicted look on his face. MJF goes to the back, comes back, and runs to the ring. Yeah, So basically, MJF fires still halfway. Burn turns on Mark. MJF. Ethan Page hit MJF with Eagle's Edge. Yeah. MJF tried to fight back, but number game is too much for Morrissey. Put MJF through a table. That was the post-match segment. For the end of the show, it was pretty good. Yeah, it was straight up good. Yeah, honestly. Now, here are my thoughts on Dynamite. Every match was high quality, entertaining. The emotion and promos created intrigue, curiosity. The big angle to close out left me scratching my head. It had me interested in seeing how the story plays out. This counts as a win for AEW in my book. One more thing, with Darby Allin, Jay Lethal, it was a bit forgettable, honestly. The segment was good, but the segment was forgettable, honestly. Yeah, basically it's gonna be Darby and Jay Lethal next week. Like Darby not bringing anybody, but Jeff Jarrett. Jay Lethal's bringing a friend. I see Jeff Jarrett coming out. That's most likely for next week. So we're getting Jeff Jarrett on Dynamite next week. That's what I see. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Dynamite this week. Yeah, pretty much. So here's some news from. Okay, here's some additional news. After that, we'll review Rampage. Alright, CJ Perry claims Murray's absence and claims Tony Khan has his favorites. She appeared on Busted Road this week on Tuesday. Perry was asked to comment how Miro is enjoying his time in AEW thus far. Really, he's unlikely satisfied until he crowned the AEW World Champion. This is what CJ Perry said. She said, I want to be champion. She said, so he's not really happy until he's champion. I'm going to leave it at that. Despite formerly holding championship gold in AEW, Miras often appears prior across AEW Dynamite Rampage due to stock roster that Tony Khan is hands-on. Perry touched upon these frequent appearances, claiming she believes Tony Khan's favoritism has played his uses of Miro thus far, highlighting her husband's relationship with Vince McMahon during his time in WWE. And this is what, again, how she said again. I had a lot of opinions about this. Tony Khan's vision at the end of the day was real. I think this illusion AEW, the talent book, the show, this is a definite conversation. There's going to become a way you made up. But at the end of the day, he's booking the show no different than WWE. Just a different director, a different person of view. It's like compared to NBC HBO. At the end of the day, you still have an executive who's going to make the final clause what it is. Khan has his favorite, and he's going to push his favorites like Vince McMahon, who pushed his favorite. Just like Hunter's going to push his people to show business, nothing personal. I think my husband is incredible. I feel Vince really valued him in a way, and I thought it hit a lot towards the end of creative differences. Vince wanted him as a villain, and Miro wants to explore the new world. Time will tell, what future will hold for the Redeemer AEW. Since Miro arrived in company, he's proving he's more capable of combat place in the main event scene. Thus, we hope he receives an opportunity to shine on the base stage in the near future. So what I see is Miro's not being used enough, and it's hard for Miro because Tony Khan's favoritism. And it's honest, true. Yeah, Tony Khan has favoritism. It's hard to control. But that's Tony Khan. That's what he is. So Miro's gonna have to work harder than ever. So yeah. That's my opinion on this. Okay, now here's another news. Okay, the Kingdom signed multi-year contracts with AEW following recent appearance. The trio of Canales, Bannon, and Taven, known as Collective the Kingdom, recently made their AEW debuts during the right episode of Rampage Toronto, and they made a tournament for the Royal Rage World Tag Titles. As according to the report, Fightful Select and Jeff Sells push for the Kingdom to be involved in our title tag talent division. Sure, the content find FTR requests. During the time that initial appearance at AEW Rampage, Bennett and Taven was mechanically the Impact Tag Team Champions. Recently dropped the titles at Bound for Glory taping. Not there yet to air at the time. Fightful Select not provide insight to the trio's contract status following the departure on Impact. Noting that whilst there is certain time to a deal with the company, Rampage personnel has changed. So this is from Fightful. Upon their first appearance, they weren't actually linked to contracts until they had signed a multi-year contract with All Elite Wrestling. So prior to signing AEW, WWE removed their interest in signing Taven, with Fightful also noted that Bennett and Callis have spoken to their former employees in recent events, based on their clear where offers are made. Despite opening about opening help around her or our division, Fightful reported as a right, Canales' only contract to AEW already. A recent AEW appearance meeting, Canales joined Awesome Khan and Brandy Rose, the only one had appeared in AEW RH and WWE Impact New Japan. Yeah, so basically what I get is that the Kingdom, it was because of FTR that the Kingdom has signed multi-year contracts to AEW. Maria Canales, I don't think Canales, you think she'll book Ring of Honor? Women's edition mostly, but I see it's happening. I want to see it more, because I guess WWE was interested in Taven, like he was interested in Taven, but now AEW has him. So what will WWE do? That's a big question for WWE. Yeah. Honestly, I say like the product is still shit. WWE's product is still shit to me, but that's just me. That's what I have to say. Yeah. Let's go to the other news. Okay, this week Wednesday, Omega Bucks reported backstage at Dynamite. Yeah, like the Elite return to AEW seeming close. So basically, Omega and the Bucks has been missing from AEW since their part of suspended from the events that took place after All Out in September, when the brawl broke out between the two sides of Elite and CM Punk. CM Punk eventually was Mia Scrum. Up until very recently, there have been a few updates on what's going on in the scene. It has been reported that Ace Steel has been released and CM Punk will negotiate a buyout contracts for the Elite members. The consistency meaning that they will come back sooner rather than later, but there's nothing to indicate that. Late on AEW last night, last night on Wednesday, Wednesday night Dynamite, a video package Elite played Dynamite. The first match in the group said all the drama clear, indicated they're on their way back soon. Before the show was live, it was reported by Sean, "What's up?" There's been the first time since the incident talking Elite making their return to EW with one sort of time they could have immediately. In a report from PW Insider dropped while AEW was live, Omega and Young Bucks were indeed backstage, actually. Many quite weeks. It seems that all our drama has been making some progress, with the Elite now being back on TV. Many fans are hoping they're back ASAP. So what I get from that, the Elite has been coming back to, by they'll return full gear, and we're gonna see Penta dive triangle and the Elite face each other for the titles, or whatever. That's mostly like that. When the Elite will mostly return to full gear, it will happen. Yeah, mostly the return is going to be at full gear. So, yeah, honestly, yeah. So, coming up, I will review Rampage, and after that, I'll review Rampage, more additional news. So, stay tuned for more. Stay tuned for Rampage about now. Okay, this is a Rampage recap now. We're there now. We got Moxley defeated Menard by submission with Angelo Parker. After the match, Stoke halfway comes out with a mic telling him to cut his music, tells Moxley he's pissed off, he can't do anything unless he fights Lee Moriarty next week. They get a video pack from Moriarty before John responds, put Lee Moriarty over, tells him he's in the wrong crowd, agrees to beat him up in Baltimore next week. Pretty much that. Yeah, and yes, Moxley made Menard submit, and Angelo Park was at ringside. So this is more of the firm, Jericho's involvement. I mean JAS phone. And honestly, I'll see where it goes. But in the end, MJF is going to win the title. It could be a Full Gear or at the Revolution pay-per-view. So either way, this could be a good year for MJF. New year for MJF. Okay. Alright, we got Jay Cargill's video package we need to talk about. We saw Jay pulls up, telling Nyla she's going to make an example of her. We don't know what happened. Assuming Jay got her hands on Nyla. So next week she'll defend her title against someone. So that's what it is. What I get for that, they're going to do the Nyla versus Jay Cargill at Full Gear. And this is going to be in a great matchup. We're going to have Jay Cargill facing off with Nia Rose. So yeah, that's going to be a good way. Alright, Keith Lee versus defeated Sepako by pinfall. So basically, Keith Lee came out for his match. The opponent was waiting for him. No signs of sneaky swerve in the corner tonight. Sepako is his opponent. 4 losses away from his 100th in AEW. Keith hit a huge powerbomb. That's all she wrote. Yeah, that was the match. After the match, Siobhan hit the ring that asked Keith Lee about being number 1 contender versus Swerve for the tag belt before he could say a single word. The Acclaim comes out, refused the rap because they're on business. They saw Billy Gunn disappear. Swerve might have something to do with it. Swerve then appears in a video on the big screen, kidnapped Daddy Ann. A long story. Swerve's going to make sure Billy won't be ringside for a title match by breaking Billy's fingers. Keith looks disappointed in his partner. That's what I get. So we're going to have the split between Swerve and Keith Lee. That will happen at Full Gear. I want to see that to happen. Big matchup. The JS promo. JS complained about losing a Dynamite at the show and pissed Jericho, so he's extending his ROH challenge at any former champion at all. That was from Dynamite's promo. Titan challenge Madison, and we're heading to that match now. Yeah, basically, that promo was from Dynamite. But anyway, Ty Mello with Guevara defeated Madison Rayne by pinfall. The match should have been that long. Madison's not a good wrestler. She's a good coach. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, that's what I think. Ethan Page interview. Lexi Nair asks what happened on Wednesday. Ethan blames MJF. Ethan says he'll be in an eliminator tournament. He'll beat Moxley, which MJF will be able to do it at Full Gear. That's what I see from this. But I see if Ethan Page wins the tournament, then MJF is turning babyface for real. But if Ethan Page doesn't win it, then MJF is still a heel. So that's either one. It's a verdict. Yeah. So yeah, alright. Then the Mark Curtin main event interview. Let's go to there. Henry asks Taven how he's going to deal with Wardlow. Instead of AS3 talks how great he's been in the past. Wardlow mocks him and says that he has powerbombed people repeatedly. He promises to throw him an extra couple to welcome the kingdom to AEW. Then Henry says, look, there's been enough talk. It's time for the main event. That's what it is. Wardlow defeated Taven with Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis Bennett by pinfall to retain the title. During the post-match, Bennett chop blocks the injured leg. Wardlow beats him down to Samoa Joe, makes the save, deals with him with ease. All of a sudden, power-ups Hobbs heads out for the first time in weeks. Then lets the embassy appear from nowhere, tap behind. Wardlow joins and we end the show with Wardlow Joe being decimated. My thought, alright, that was the end of the show. Here are my thoughts. That was Rampage, yes, and that's what MJF said. The show was mid. It was a lot mid. So I'm hoping they'll get better for Rampage for next week. So I hope for that. And further the Rampage, the women's match was too long. That could have been short. Ty should have got the quick win. Madison Rayne sucks as a wrestler. She should have stayed as a coach. She should not be wrestling. I don't know why. Tony Khan's I still love Tony Khan, but he's occasionally an idiot. Anyway. At least he's not a triple nose man. Anyway. Rampage and the other matches, let's see. Honestly, the Cargill video package was pretty good. And it's building towards Cargill versus Nyla at Full Gear. I already tell you that. Swerve is turning heel on Keith Lee at Full Gear. That's happening. And I don't know. Moxley, either Moxley's gonna stay heel or turn bait. NJ, will he turn heel or babyface? It depends on Ethan Page winning the tournament or not. If he wins, then NJF is gonna turn babyface for real. But if Ethan loses in a round or something, then we can tell NJ is still a heel. So that's gonna be the verdict. So let's leave on that. And honestly, I never care for NXT. Like, it sucks, and I don't know why people watch NXT. You know what I'm saying? It's shit. People could call me the AEW Gareth, but you know what? Gareth doesn't. I'm not a racist like Gareth, and I am not the domination in AEW. I respect AEW. Domination sucks. He can lick my ball sack. You know what I'm saying? 30 words, yeah. Fuck Jobber Nation. And fuck Jobber Nation. And fuck Gareth from Twitter. Fuck them all. Bye-bye. Okay. Anyway, that was from Rampage. All that stuff. Rampage. NXT. Let's get to the real nitty-gritty. The news. Okay. The news. Well, Jericho reportedly called CM Punk cancel the locker room following All Brawl. More details CNC coming out. All the altercation involving CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and Young Bucks following AEW's All Out. The CM Punk Elite situation has been dragged out since early September. During this time, AEW has been without many stars. Those involved in the altercation suspended. This has meant that the backstage leaders were needed. One of the names reporting in the locker room is Jericho. Alongside Moxley, Danielson has been a crucial attempt to restore some stability in the company. We got a new report from Fightful Select that Jericho confronted Punk following the chaos on September 4th with the current ROH World Champion, calling Punk cancer and detriment to the company. It's all reported that CM Punk's responses, comments were not repeated verbatim, were along the lines suggesting it wasn't Jericho's business and that he should leave. So now, basically, Jericho's convinced everyone that CM Punk is cancer, and I agree. CM Punk is definitely cancer. He should leave the company. He sucks, and that's all I gotta say. Fuck CM Punk. He is shit. He's a cancer to the company, and Jericho's agreed. Let's go to the other news. AEW top star reportedly will not want to work with CM Punk now. It's fair to say that CM Punk is not too popular right now in AEW locker room. CM being a controversial figure, altercation following all has been amplified to tenfold. Punk has been just won his second AEW World Championship, infamously launches a verbal attack on AEW and the EVPs led to a brawl, which we discovered about. It's safe to say that what happened on September 4 caused a divide across the locker room. Various stories each side, investigations, and finally wrapped up. It seems CM Punk will be back in the company anytime soon, because as Dave Meltzer say in a Wrestling Observer newsletter, and members of AEW roster want to work with Punk if they want to come back. Many feel that Punk isn't worth the hassle he brings back to the stage roster with Punk out of the company. After 1 year in the company, it seems that CM Punk is being phased out of AEW due to the nature of the wrestling world. So happen likely Punk will be back inside the AEW ring. Yes, most likely. Punk is not going to be in a wrestling ring anytime soon. But still, fuck CM Punk, eat shit. Alright, Sasha Banks reportedly still under contract with WWE. We have updates emerged regarding Sasha Banks' contract situation. It's been 5 months since we saw Sasha Banks in WWE. She infamously walked out of the company with tag partner Naomi on May 16th episode of Raw. The Raw Women's Tag Team Champions. The belts were guiltily vacated to have been working on other projects or time away from wrestling. We've forgiven her, assuming that Sasha Banks and Naomi were done with WWE following such as dramatic pressure. They removed their pairs of pair were getting their release. You never confirmed that Dave Meltzer clarified the situation at Wrestling Observer newsletter saying that Banks remained under contract with WWE. She confirmed still under contract with WWE, but there's no word where she returned and there was new hang-ups, negotiation for a new deal. It's still Silver Star returning to the company. She recently teased matches against some top star Japanese stars, but the contract situation means unlikely these will come to fruition. Alright, there's another news. Juice Robinson and Bandito reportedly signed with AEW. The AEW roster is never expanding. Tony Khan's only keen to add quality in the locker room and size our inner roster and our talking point. Now, 2 new stars will join Khan's ranks. He has ties with several other companies strike deals to see and receive talent across different promotions. And 1 star has received Wrestling on Dynamite Juice Robinson. Along with him, free agent Bandito also had a few appearances in AEW. Last lull in Jericho and the ROH title match. Matt Johnson, Peter Vincent, Lee, and both men agreed to deal with AEW. This is from Mike Johnson. I can tell you that we officially heard that Bandito and Juice signed the agreement. I don't know the time, but they are officially going to be a company going forward. So, yeah, I don't know. Either the sales are yet to confirm either these signings. Fans can still excited about a bunch of matchups to going forward. Yeah, it's pretty much that. Yeah, that's true. Here's the last bit of news. Apparently, Shawn Michaels told Perez they were throwing in the deep end. This is what he talked about. Perez has been attaining an impressive amount of success in the world of wrestling, even for a rival in NXT, spent time RH, first ever women's world champion, a successful stint in independence, as of debuting in the first half of 2022 on NXT's Level Up. The former RH Women's World Champion will make her way to the brand form known as NXT 2.0. During a recent appearance on Mark Mo's show, Roxanne will look back how rapidly all parts fell into place. This is what Price says. This is crazy because I actually told me before, and you're going to debut for NXT Level Up. Oh God. Alright, I did my debut next week. They call it like you're making your NXT debut tonight. You were promo, you were backstage, you were match. Okay, I remember Shawn Michaels told me we're throwing you deep end. Yeah. Let's see you take a swim. Alright, she swam. Then Roseanne also about the work relationship she had with Shawn Michaels. Yeah. She says he's amazing. He gets so much confidence to go out there. They could trust me, anything they could throw at me. I go out there and have a good match. Do the promo, the live promo. I think so much confidence when I started to work with them. I used to work with DX over again. To work with him, Triple H now. Oh yeah, I remember. Triple H now working with the main roster guys. Well, that's what they talk about. Yeah. Well. Anyway, Roxanne Perez fielded former friend, rival Jade at NXT Halloween Havoc premier live event. So yeah, like Roxanne's having a great time. Good for her. Roxy, good luck. Good luck. Yeah. AC still sucks. Sean sucks. Hunter sucks. Roxanne, good luck. You're gonna need it. Okay. So yeah. Alright then. Thank you all. Now I will do alright, one more thing. Oh yeah, one more thing about the CM Punk. I was supposed to try to get a guest, but no one could have came forward. So I'm gonna say something about Punk. I'm gonna do it myself. Yes, CM Punk is a cancer to the locker room. CM Punk is a piece of shit. He is a failure. He's a fucking cancer to the company. CM Punk needs to go. And honestly, fuck CM Punk. You know what? I'm going to say is fuck AJ Lee. Or April Lee. He could suck her husband's balls. Go suck your husband's old ass, bitter ass balls while you're at it. Bye, AJ Lee. Fuck off, bitch. And again, this is AgostoAllElite Podcast. I'll see you on next Saturday as usual. Bye.